Hi, Chris Arnold. Hey, welcome to my coaching page. I appreciate you taking a little bit of time to learn a little bit more. I decided to do this video just to kind of give you a little bit of insight of who the leader behind the site is. I mentioned that I'm a lifelong coach, and one of the reasons I say that is because if you're a leader, you know that leader as well as life is a journey, and it's not about a particular destination. And that's been the case for me. I've grown tremendously. I still grow on a daily basis in the area of leadership. And so to that, when people try to place me in a particular area of coaching, business coaching, leadership coaching, executive coaching are all arenas that I do a fair amount of coaching in, but I also end up in the areas of career and life coaching. I enjoy those relationships. So one of the reasons I kind of encompass all that is just to say, look, if you're looking for a coach, regardless of whether or not it's your teenager or you're a senior level executive, there's a wide range of capabilities that I bring to the table. Another thing that you'll see as you scroll down the site is I really have a core competency around teams and group coaching. And many people have said along the way that, Chris, you really have a unique gift to get folks focused on a particular vision and mission and pull them all together and get them alignment to move down the direction of fulfillment of that mission and vision. And the way that normally looks is it can be a basic engagement of just doing a team assessment to do a health check, see how things are at, and then providing you with some valuable insight on your team that kind of takes you to the next level. More often, though, it looks like what we call a team alignment process, which is where I engage a little bit more in depth. Normally a 2 to 3 month process, has an offsite included in that. And then I stay with the team for a period of time. So wide range of capabilities there, and ultimately love to do so. Another area that I particularly find myself have grown tremendously in is the area of advisory boards. As I'm filming this, I've personally sat in and facilitated over 300 advisory boards with senior level executives, business owners, key leaders, and organizations. And if you can imagine sitting in an environment like that and hearing some of these top leaders share some of their most difficult challenges, not only in business, but also in life, and being able to see the other leaders speak into those situations, and then also me personally having the opportunity and be afforded the opportunity to speak into those situations, it's invaluable. And how do I differentiate myself as a coach? Well, I'm kind of a no-nonsense type of guy that has practical experience. Yes, I've got coaching certifications, and I've grown tremendously as I've dug in and the study of coaching. However, I'm bringing firsthand experience of really going clear back into my early years as a young individual growing up in a family-owned business, and then also from a sports standpoint, one of my claims to fame is that I had the privilege of quarterbacking a state championship football team, and then going on into college and playing college sports. And then from that, coming out of college, in my first 10 years, I spent in corporate America, and I went to work with an individual that really inspired me to go after it, and found myself on a leadership fast track. And I was in a division of $1 billion corporation, and found myself 10 years in a senior leadership role, and probably one of the youngest executives that have ever been in that type of role within this $1 billion corporation. So learned a tremendous amount through that experience. And then having left corporate America in 2008, I continued to grow as I launched my own coaching consulting business. Began a really intense study of leadership during those times, as well as just have kind of gone to school on this whole area of what it means to develop people as leaders, and in particular, how to work with them and their teams. And the other thing that I always like to offer is that some people have asked me where I've grown the most in my leadership ability, and I would tell you that it's in raising the family. Got a wonderful family, wonderful kids, empty nesters, I should say. And we are enjoying that part of our life as well. But if you have raised a family, you know that there's a lot of things that can be revealed in our character and our leadership capabilities in that process that will really stretch us and grow us. If you're listening to this and you're wondering, hey, Chris, I really would like to try and take that next step. What's that look like? Well, it's pretty simple. There's a contact form just out to the right that's a complimentary confidential analysis contact form that if you fill that out, I'll get back with you within the next 24 to 48 hours. And, normally that looks like a 30-minute phone call or video conference starting out, which I don't charge for. I know some coaches do, but I just really think that we need to have an initial conversation to see if there's value and a continuing relationship from there. Another thing that I also like to raise on that is the aspect of the virtual world and technology with video coaching. If you're watching this and geography seems to come to mind, and hey, you don't necessarily live in an area close to me, that's okay. I actually have coached individuals clear across the world via video for an extensive period of time, well over 8 years now. As well as my business relationships. I haven't mentioned the fact that Farm 360 is a business that I'm in a leadership capacity for right now, and leading, and to some extent, when I go back to my practical experience, one of the things that's probably good to know me as a coach is that I'm still in the trenches leading daily. And so I get to practice what I preach. And today, the way that looks, a lot of that is across video. I video, my partners are overseas, and we video on a regular basis. So I've become very comfortable with video technology. And to that point, there's statistics out there that say by 2020, 43% of the workforce is going to be operating virtually. So it's something that if you're not comfortable with, it may be something we're in a coaching agreement and it might start to help you get comfortable with, because it does seem to be the way that we're moving. So again, I hope just this brief video is giving you a little bit more insight as to who I am and as a leader. I love to engage, equip, and inspire leaders, and I hope that comes out. And with that, I just wish you a great day, and God bless.